Hey, you. Yeah, you. Welcome to the Malaka podcast.
Pussy. What's new, pussycat? Whoa, whoa, whoa. You know, I'll be honest with you, to this day, I still don't know if Tom Jones is white or black. But we're not here to talk about that. Today, we're here to talk about cats, our feline friends. But how did cats, or pussycats for that matter, get to be who and how they are today? Let's check out good old Wikipedia for a little bit of a refresher. The cat is a small carnivorous mammal. It is the only domesticated species in the family Felidae, whatever, and often referred to as the domestic cat to distinguish it from wild members of the family. The cat is either a house cat or a farm cat, which are pets, or a feral cat, which ranges freely and avoids human contact. A house cat is valued by humans for companionship and for its ability to hunt rodents. About 60 cat breeds are recognized by various cat registries. So, what do we learn from that? Either a cat is going to love you or he's going to hate you. A cat is not a dog. A cat is, well, in many ways, cats are basically the assholes of the animal kingdom. But they're not really that bad. I mean, they just know what they want, and if you get in their way, they're either going to do one of two things. They're going to ignore you or they're going to attack you, just like anybody else. But unlike dogs, they actually do know where to take a shit. I mean, that's the first thing you do when you get a cat. You would just bring him into the house or your apartment or your condo or wherever the fuck you live, and you fill up a magical plastic bin and you fill it with kitty litter, or if you can't afford it, sand, and pretend you're in Egyptian days and tell your cat he's taking a shit on the beach from now on. And you not, force him, because again, you can't force a cat to do shit, but you kind of direct him towards the box and you tell him, look, man, I think you're smarter than a dog. I know you're smarter than a dog. Don't tell anybody. But if you could just do me this one solid and literally put your solids in this box from now on, that'd be great. And of course, he's looking at you like you're, stupid. But you know what? You're kind of looking at him like, just do it and you'll get free treats for life. Those beautiful meow 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 meow. All you can eat. Let's continue. Cats are similar in anatomy to the other field species, with a strong, flexible body, quick reflexes, sharp teeth, and retractable claws adapt to killing small prey. They are predators who are most active at dawn and dusk. Cats hear sounds too faint or too high in frequency for human ears, such as those made by mice and other small animals. Compared to humans, they see better in the dark. They see near total darkness and have a better sense of smell, but poor color vision. Cats, despite being solitary hunters, are a social species. Cat communication includes the use of vocalizations, including meowing, purring, trilling, hissing, growling, and grunting, as well as cat-specific body language. Cats also communicate by secretly and perceiving pheromones. Now, not only cats are smarter than us, but it almost seems like they have superpowers. I mean, this is amazing. I mean, they can communicate through their own little language. You know, they're quick, they're agile, they're sleek, they're slick, and they're predators too, which means you can't fuck with them. I'm going to give you a perfect example of that, ladies and gentlemen. I once had a beautiful cat named Max. Now, why did I call him Max? I don't know. We got him that day at the Humane Society, and I named him. And I was like, he looks like a Max. So we're going to call him Max. And we're like, okay, he's going to be a cool cat. He's just going to chill. He's not going to do anything for us. Just, maybe bring us some entertainment one day. Maybe he'll learn how to juggle. I don't know. Who knows? But he gave us a lot of fun. I'm not going to lie to you guys. Let me just get this off my chest here, because this has been weighing on me for the last almost 20 years. Not really, but the great thing about having pets, and pets that actually are, believable of doing destruction in the house, is when you break something, you can easily just pawn it on them. And that's what actually happened. We had this little chest in the living room there, and it was a beautiful plate. It was from Greece. And it was on this little handkerchief or whatever, and I accidentally put my feet up, and I dragged the handkerchief by, pulling it forward towards me, and of course the plate was on it, and it fell and split in two. And when my parents came home, they were like, "Oh my God, how'd this happen?" I was like, "Listen, guys, I'm not gonna lie to you. Max did it. And I'm sorry, I tried to stop him, I really did, but he just actually just jumped on there, and he accidentally, split it in two. Don't blame him, just blame the cat society that he grew up in. I'm sure they didn't treat him well, and he didn't know better. So, again, that's my bad. Sorry to my mom and dad. That's totally on me. But like I was saying before about cats being, the tough motherfuckers that they are, they just like to show dominance. A lot of times it's not even just about them hunting. It's about them just knowing that they could do it. I mean, take a lion, for example. A lion's just sitting in the jungle. He doesn't have to do shit. He's hot. He's just chilling. He's got all these women tigers around him, He's just relaxing. He doesn't know that. He doesn't have to prove himself, but he does sometimes, just to say, you know what? I still got it. And that's what cats do. And that's what my cat did at one point. He always climbed trees for some reason. I don't know why. And it's true. Like, cats, when they climb trees, they don't know how the fuck to get down. Like, they will run up a tree in like 2 seconds. And it's quite amazing when you watch him do it. But what's hilarious is when they reach a certain point of the tree, they just stop and they realize, like, they got a look on their face that's like, fuck, what did I just do? And they're frozen. Like, they got their, their whole body spread out along the tree there. And they're just like, fuck, man, like, what am I going to do? And of course, it's even cooler seeing him fall. Like, I mean, don't fall, but it's the way a cat does, there's always that old saying, a cat always lands on his feet. And I saw a whole special where they did this, in slow motion, but it's cool just actually seeing it, where he would climb up the tree, and as he's falling, his whole body would just quickly twist like Tony Hawk or some shit, and he lands right on his feet. And of course, after he's done that, he decided to catch a chipmunk. Now, he caught a chipmunk right in his mouth, Was it Chip? Was it Dale? I don't know. But it wasn't dead. He was just showing dominance. And it was so cool because, like, the legs were just moving a mile a minute. I mean, it was just insane. Like, but he wouldn't let him go. Like, it was just like, hey, dude, I gotta hold you in my mouth for like 10 minutes. I just gotta show my family I'm worth something. It's all good. And his legs are just fucking going nuts. It's crazy. And another time we're up north, and all of a sudden, I'd middle of the night, I'm trying to sleep off the hangover here, all of a sudden I hear, actually, now I think about it, he kind of sounded like the guy in Godfather, yeah. But anyways, and he was just in the basement, and we're like, dude, what the fuck? Like, we're trying to sleep, and he's just sitting there, or just standing there, and right in front of him is a mouse, and he's like, look what I did. Look what I did for you guys. And that was cool. That was it's pretty impressive. It would have been better if you did during the daytime when we were awake, but again, it's pretty cool. Not that I condone animal on animal violence. I'm just saying. I mean, again, like a cat always has to prove its worth. And it doesn't always have to do it like every day, but once in a while, it's just like, hey, I'm still here, it's all good. And then we ate the mouse for lunch, and let me tell you something, it was spectacular. But anyways, at one point we couldn't find Max, and he just completely disappeared, and we assumed that he just disappeared in the woods because we don't know where the fuck he was. And then you often forget that cats can just hide anywhere. I mean, they could just squeeze into anything. It doesn't matter. Like, it's like watching Tim Allen in the Santa Claus, like when he's just squeezing his fat ass in down the chimney there, CGI, sure, but it still worked. And at one point we go back into the house and we look at a certain angle at the kitchen, and he's on the top shelf, but the way it's angled, that's where he is. That's where he was. And I guarantee you, he was laughing his fucking ass off. Like, this is where cats become like just complete assholes. They know we're looking for them. It's not like they speak English and you go, hey, Malaka, we're up here. Or just laugh their ass off. You big dummy. And all of a sudden they turn the red fox. But anyways, yeah, I mean, they don't give a shit. They really don't. Cats are just very chill. They just do what they want to do. They're not bothering anybody. And in the end, they gonna give you some props too. They're like, you know what? I'll get you a mouse. I'll get you that chipmunk. I'll do whatever it takes to feed this family. And you know what? You don't even have to fucking bathe me because I hate water. And I will lick my own ass just for you. We should all be so lucky. Seriously, that's disgusting. Anyways, female domestic cats can have kittens from spring to late autumn, with litter sizes ranging from 2 to 5 kittens. Domestic cats can be bred and shown as registered pedigree cats, a hobby known as cat fancy. Failure to control the breeding of pet cats by spraying and neutering, as well as abandonment of pets, has resulted in large numbers of feral cats worldwide, contributing to the extinction of entire bird species and evoking population control. Damn. Okay, well, remember when Bob Barker at the end of Price is Right would say, have your pets spayed or neutered? This is exactly what the fuck he meant, because this shit is just going to get out of control. I mean, we got to get some pussy control. And basically just make sure that these guys just stop fucking, because I like we get it, like when the fall, winter hits, there's nothing to do outside. You can't go outside, It looks like a winter wonderland. It looks like The Shining. You're scared. You don't want to go out there. So you just stay inside and, you just have sex all day. I get it. But, we can't have all these cats running around here. I mean, it's going to be anarchy, I mean, it's cool to adopt one asshole, but you don't want to be that crazy cat lady, It, you know how it's always a crazy cat lady? It's never a crazy cat man. I mean, there's got to be a couple of crazy cat guys out there, right? I mean, it's bound to happen. But you don't want to be that person, and you just want to keep it at bay. You just want to make sure that everything is under control, you know. So just make sure your cats are not having sex, you know, when you're not looking. Make sure they're not having these crazy catnip parties, you know. Have you ever seen a cat roll a joint? I mean, that would be pretty cool, but it's never happened. I think they just, I think they just put it in their ass. But at the same time, they just toot it up there like it's a boot toot. But anyways, just have them neutered. Okay, let's just get some control here. Thank you. Actually, speaking of cats' asses, I remember one time my parents told me that they had a cat, ironically named Slurpee. Well, they had another cat named Red, but yeah, I mean this is before the '70s show. But like it accidentally ate tinsel from the tree, a Christmas tree. Yeah, as opposed to another tree you put tinsel on at Christmas time. But anyways, and they literally had to like pull the tinsel like out of his ass. Sorry, I'm just picturing that. It's like when a clown like takes the Kleenex and the shit never ends. I'm just picturing that out of a cat's ass. I don't know. But anyways, yeah, let's just get some control. You know, I mean we've got enough cats out there. I think we're good for now. You know, like Scarface bought a tiger. You know, I think we're pretty good. It was long thought that cat domestication was initiated in Egypt because cats in ancient Egypt were venerated since around 3100 BC. However, the earliest indication for the taming of the African wild cat was found in Cyprus, where a cat's skeleton was excavated close by a human Neolithic grave dating to around 7500 BC. African wildcats were probably first domesticated in the Near East. The leopard cat was tamed independently in China around 5500 BC, though this line of partially domesticated cats leaves no trace in the domestic cat populations of today. Damn, that is crazy. I love hearing stuff like that. But that's what I'm saying. I mean, like, see, even back then, like, a cat was like almost like a mythical creature, like a very, you know, cool animal. I mean, have you ever seen like a leopard? Of course you have. Everybody watches National Geographic. I mean, it's very educational. Those fuckers are fast, man, but they're just beautiful animals, you know. The cats are very graceful, you know, but at the same time, they can be very powerful. And back then, you know, that was respected, you know, it was almost like a protection thing. I should have mentioned this before, but yeah, back in the day, you know, the Roman Empire, remember Gladiator? Remember the Tigers? They tried to beat up Russell Crowe. They couldn't do it. But back then, like there was, you know, those were the protectors. Same thing with dogs. I should have mentioned this before in the last one. But, you know, same thing. They were just meant to protect the people. They were meant to protect the royalty. You know, I mean, think about even like Ghostbusters. You know, there is no Dana, only Zool. And you got Gozer and the Keymaster or whatever, a whole bunch of. You got those two animals there. I don't know if they're dogs. I don't know if they're meant to be cats, whatever. Maybe it's a combination of both. Maybe they're crossbreeding. Maybe they're bored after the hockey game. I don't know, you know. But they're right there in front. And they're to say, you know what? We're here to protect this person. Don't fuck with us. So that's pretty cool. Anyways, as of 2017, the domestic cat was the second most popular pet in the US by number of pets owned after freshwater fish. Let's assume that after the cat eats the fish, then it's going to be number one. Then anyways, with 95 million cats owned. In the United Kingdom, around 7.3 million cats lived in more than 4.8 million households as of 2019. In 1965, the country's cat population was 4.1 million. Whew. That's a lot of pussy. But it is crazy, man. Like I said, I mean, we gotta get some control over this, you know? Again, remember the crazy cat lady in The Simpsons, you know? You know, like, there's gonna be more of them around, you know? Because, I don't know, because people just want to gather cats like, I don't know, they're fucking hockey cards. And a lot of hockey references today. The point is, you know, just get some control over this, man. I mean, you know, I love cats too. You know, I've always been more of a cat person. Excuse me for liking pussy over dogs. I'm sorry. It's just the type of person I am, you know. I don't mean to brag. I'm just, you know, it's just, they take care of their own shit. That's all. You guys listened to the podcast before, right? On dogs? Sure you did. All two of you. And you can see how, you know, it's just a better pet, a cat. It just is. I don't know. I mean, it's just easier to take care of. That's all. You know? I did see a clip one time of a cat using a toilet. No, that was Meet the Parents. Oh, yeah, shit. No. No. Yeah, it was. Oh, well. The point is, I'm sure you could train a cat to use a toilet. Probably. I bet you could do it over a dog. For sure. I think a cat, see, if anything, you can kind of trick a cat, you know, to thinking that the toilet is a litter box, or you could just buy some keto litter, whatever, man. You know, cats are simple. They keep it simple. Let's just treat them simple. Speaking of simple things in life, there are so many great songs out there that just dedicate themselves to the thing we call cats. And I like to name a couple of them. I already sang one of them before. I thought that was pretty cool. You know, I'm not gonna lie to you. I thought there were more songs about cats. Yeah, there is, but I've never heard of any of these. Huh. Oh, Harry Chapin, Cats in the Cradle. There you go. But is it actually about a cat, or is that like about like a woman he's trying to get? I don't know. Johnny Cash, Mean-Eyed Cat, Ted Nugent, Cat Scratch Fever. Again, I don't think any of these songs are actually about cats. I don't think so. But they're cool as fuck, so check them out when you got a chance. My more focus nowadays is what kind of cat best suits you. And I'm looking at these cats that they recommend here, and some of these cats look absolutely trippy. I mean, look up Devon Rex cat. Now, this cat's got some big ass ears. I mean, this is like the Will Smith of cats. I mean, this is just insane. Like, I mean, like this guy can hear, you know, the shit that Trump and Putin are doing in Russia. I mean, this is crazy. There's another cool cat, Iblis Ibian cats. You know, very cool, very chill. They look very elegant. Your basic cat, basically. And then you got the Sphinx cat. Holy fuck! That is. I mean, like, it just reminds me of like a Thanksgiving turkey that just they didn't fully kill, I guess. I mean, it's basically a hairless cat. Now, I don't watch Friends, but I do remember that episode where she did buy that cat, whatever, for some reason. I think it was like for $1,500. I mean, even at the time, like, I always wondered with Friends, I don't know how they always afforded all this shit. But anyways, that's a story for another time. But yeah, this is just a trip of a cat, man. I mean, I don't know. I can't even picture like petting this cat. I mean, like, what would it feel like? I mean, would it feel like leather? Would it feel like a butterball turkey? I mean, I don't know. Like, yeah, no, I'm good, man. Scottish fold cats. Well, these are just the cutest little cats you've ever seen. Look at this. Like cute fur, cute eyes. Beautiful. American short hair cat. Again, cool fur. I don't know. In this picture, he looks a little paranoid. I'm assuming he doesn't know that's his tail. That's another thing too. Like you ever watch a cat and like he just tries to catch his tail, whatever, and he's just chasing it, and I mean, like you want to laugh, but then after a while, it's like this is just sad. Can someone just tell him that it's actually part of his body? Maybe he thinks it's his penis, and he's like, wow, oh my god, I've never, I didn't think I could have such a big penis. But I mean, who knows? Maine coon cat. I'm not gonna lie to you. That may not be the best name for it, but okay. You know what? I'm not even gonna touch that one. Persian cats. Not touching that one either. British short hair. Yeah, it's got short hair. Trippy eyes though. Looks like two pumpkins. Look at that. Ragdoll cats. He looks sad. Looks very sad. And then you have the number one, erotic short hair cats, which are really cute. I mean, how can you not love a kitten? I mean, have you ever seen a kitten? Have you ever seen a kitten trying to just meow? Like, well, I can't do it, but it's very cute. Cats are cute. They just know what to do. But then you look at the grumpy cat here. Look at this. The grumpiest cat. I don't know. Like he looks kind of grumpy, but at the same time, he always looked like really sad to me. That's what I look like at the end of probably every May well, I mean, I'm a Leaf fan, so I'm going to say April after the playoffs. That's my face. That's my face every fucking year. And I'm sure the guy in the background is wearing a Boston jersey. And yeah, I can sympathize with Grumpy Cat here. Yeah. It's okay, man. This year's our year. Oh, God, I hope. Anyways, yeah, so those are the main cats you should own. I mean, if you can afford them, I like the cats with hair, man. Me personally, I'm old school. I like, my pussies with a little bit of hair, not a lot. You know what I mean? Like when you like look for a proper pussy, let's just say, for example, you're out and about and, you're bored one day and, you're, just getting a coffee and, like you go past a store and you see a pussy that's not as hairy as it should be, but at the same time you're like, hey, you know what, it's the 2019s now and lasers, and I'm just saying, I just prefer my pet cats with some hair. That's all. But there's lots of movies that can satisfy your feline craving, such as The Aristocrats or Aristocats. Oh, okay. I see what they did there. Okay. Yeah, so this is a nice little trippy cartoon there, got some good jingles in there. I heard this weird rumor that in the movie Pulp Fiction, there's a scene in the movie that kind of imitates the one scene in this movie. Something like that. I don't know. I mean, I'm just chilling today. I'm not going to do research. Fuck it. But that's what I've heard. Milo and Otis, that's a cute little movie about a cat and a dog and an adventure, and some cool shit happens, and check it out. It's a good little family film there. The Cat from Outer Space, never heard of it. What else we got here? Homeward Bound. I mentioned that before in the dog one. Yeah, you know, if you're a cat or a dog, I don't want to be racist. Either one, you'll be happy with. Trust me. Garfield the movie. That was voiced by good old Bill Murray. He said even in Zombieland, he sort of regretted doing that movie. I mean, it is what it is. You know, it's the cartoon is way better. I'm not gonna lie, but you know, hey, it's Bill Murray. Yeah, that looks like all the cat movies I've ever heard of that actually involve cats. A lot of people, for some reason, like Keanu. I don't know why. I like Keanu Reeves. He's cool. The movie, I just this was, yeah. I'm sorry, man. Yeah, can't do it. Can't do it. Catwoman. Love Halle Berry. You know, I like Halle Berry too much to say anything bad. I'm sorry. I can't do it. Sorry, can't do it. I can't do it. What else we got here? Yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah. Well, like I said, there's a couple of good cat movies out there. You do what you got to do to survive. And yeah. I mean, would you consider Black Panther a cat movie? I guess. It is pretty cool. I mean, it's a, you know, good soundtrack, great movie, great actors in it. I mean, yeah, it's probably the best cat movie of all time. Yeah. Yeah, it sounds about right. But I digress. I'd like to get a little personal now if I can. I don't have that many complaints about cats. As you can see from my last podcast, I complained way more about dogs. I just think cats are way better. That's just me. Again, not against dogs, just more of a cat person. That's all. But the sad thing is, you know, about having a pet and, you know, someone that you feel really close to, you know, same thing with dogs or just any pets in general. There's a lot of times, you know, they get sick and, you know, there's nothing really you can do about that. Mentioned my cat Max before, and unfortunately, he was very sick at one point. He didn't really ever weigh that much, maybe 10, 11 pounds. But at one point, he got to 5 pounds. It got so bad that you could literally see like the back, like the spine, you know, as you were petting him, and he had cataracts. His eyes were really cloudy, and you know, he would walk, but he would sort of like, you know, not bump into things, but kind of like, you know, like you couldn't really tell like how close things were. And you know, it just got to a point where we unfortunately had to put him down. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I mean, that's got to be one of the toughest things to go through as a pet owner in general. I remember we were in the room, we were in the vet, and you know, just me, my mom, my dad, and the vet, and you know, we put Max down on the table, and yeah, just you know, he took this needle out, and you know, he didn't see the needle coming, and of course, as soon as you pricked him, you know, he just, you know, went, "Rah!" And I mean, just right in front of us there, he just slowly went to sleep. And I don't know, man. I wouldn't wish that shit on my worst enemy. I mean, that was just, I mean, that image is still like in my head, and it's just really sad. And you know, it sucks. Like it really, really sucks. I mean, that was a long drive home. I remember that. And you know, my dad was just trying to, you know, tell some stories, stay positive. My mom's like, you know, let's just not talk about it. And I'm just in the back, like, you know, just tripping out. And it was just really sad, man, you know. And best thing I can tell anybody is, you know, if you're going to get a cat, you know, please take good care of it, you know. treat it with the same respect you would a dog or just any pet you have. Maybe not so much an alligator, because you hear about these fucking stories about these people getting alligators and then they let them go in the woods and the water. Like, there's a lot of stupid people out there. I mean, let's just be honest, guys. You're listening to one right now. But the point is, when again, it's the same thing like a dog. When you get a cat, just do your research. Now how cats are, and just have fun with them. And I'm just going to leave you off with this little tidbit of information here. Eventually, we did get another two cats. Now, a lot of people say that the whole concept of Freudian slip is just what it is. But sometimes I think it's just done on purpose. Because when my parents got another two cats, the one cat was named after me, and the other cat was named after my mom's brother. Now, was that a psychological thing? I don't know. I even asked my mom. I said, "Come on, what's going on here?" So, well, those were the names on the certificates. So let's assume that's even true. Why pick those names? You know what I mean? Like, maybe it's a thing where you want to be just like close to someone and all that. Like, I get that. It's just I just got to throw that out there. If anybody can, pretty much decipher this code, just help me out here. But I think it's pretty obvious. But having a cat is just a great pet. And I would recommend a cat to anyone. And it doesn't matter if your cat loves lasagna or has a bag full of tricks or is just a tough motherfucker like Heathcliff and beating the shit out of dogs, or that trippy cat in Alice in Wonderland. Who are you? I just realized something, guys. That actually wasn't the cat that said that. The cat was just, I don't know. He was just showing off his white ass teeth. I mean, there's no fucking way a cat has that good hygiene. But anyways, if you want more information on how to treat cats, or if you're gonna buy a cat and you want to know what to do with him or her in the future, just read The Cat in the Hat. All the ingredients are there, and I guess there's nothing else to say. I just don't have as much to say about cats as I did with dogs, because cats are cool. They know exactly what to do in life, and just let them do their own thing. And I'm sure, you know what? I almost guarantee you that you will never catch a cat shitting on your rug. That's something a dog would do. A cat will definitely throw up on your rug, that's for sure. Especially if you eat some bad grass outside or ODs on catnip, whatever. You don't got to blow a dog whistle. You just got to let them do their thing. Just remind them they still have 9 lives. But if you throw up on my carpet again, it's going to be 8. I'm just kidding. I love you, pussy.